If you put that in front of me, it's gonna be really hard for me not to eat it. I would have never done that before. I feel absolutely full and satisfied. My legs are getting shaky. I feel like I want to lie down. So Monday morning, the first thing that I do on a morning, I fill my 2-liter water bottle so that I know if I have enough fluid intake without having to count, to not get back into the counting headspace. Usually by now I'm trying to avoid counting for the benefit of my mental health. Let's take some of this water and make myself a cup of coffee, and after that we're going to switch over to tea. I have 1 cup of coffee usually in the morning. Well, the coffee is slowly, let's think about breakfast. After the surgery, I don't really feel hungry, but I feel an appetite, and I feel a healthy appetite, which is really good. I love enjoying food again. That's one of the most amazing things. And today I feel like a smoothie bowl. So I start my smoothie bowl by using a frozen banana. I use it frozen mostly for the consistency, and then you can either go with some frozen fruit. You need to make a decision here. What color do we want the smoothie bowl to be today? So I want it to be a little like reddish purpley. So I'll take this like mixed fruit, and I'm just going to try and pick some of the darker ones out. You can obviously also use fresh fruit for this. My problem with fresh fruit usually is that I don't use them up quick enough. Now with smoothies, you have to be real careful because it's very, very easy to overeat with smoothies. As soon as it's creamy and liquid, you will most likely eat more fruit than you would if you would have to chew it. People saying, oh, smoothies aren't that good anyways because the nutrients are lost when we are putting them through the blender. I'm eating it because I like it and because my body feels energized after it. I eat as much as I can until I feel full, and then I stop. And that's what you should do too. I'm adding some oat milk. I'm measuring it now, and I'm also adding protein powder. I even put this in my coffee. I don't always put frozen fruit in here. What I also use a lot is the company Kenko. I'm going to link it down below. I love their smoothies, named after the color that they end up being. I've picked purple for today, and that it includes 3 blackberries, 6 blueberries, 2 raspberries, 2 cranberries, half a date, 2 strawberries, half a banana. All organic, all fiber, nothing else. So I put it in here for additional nutrition for me and for the taste. And by now you can already tell. I would have eaten 1.5 banana, 3 blackberries, 6 blueberries, 2 raspberries, 2 cranberries, and then the teaspoon of fruit that I added in already. Just eating it. Today I'm adding some mix with like pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds. Then I'm adding 2 teaspoons of coconut flakes, half a teaspoon sesame seeds, 2 tablespoons of honey granola. I just love the crunchy topping on the smoothie. Now this is a normal big portion size, and I'm not going to be eating this in one sitting. So either I'm going to pack it up and eat it for my breakfast tomorrow, or I'm going to have it as a morning snack between breakfast and lunch, or as an afternoon snack between lunch and dinner. Now for my coffee, I also add a little bit of milk, so 50 milliliters. I sometimes do like to sweeten a little bit with hazelnut syrup, which is pure sugar. But what I also do is put protein powder in it. And I put one in because this powder just... If you have a protein powder that you can use in water, that actually works. The taste can be really good. It's in the afternoon, so it's getting time for a little bit more of a hearty meal. I still have 2/3 of my breakfast. I'd rather save that for an afternoon snack or tomorrow's breakfast because I want a change in food. I'm following the meal plan by Clean Food Dirty Girl. Whole food plant-based meal plan. I feel very good after eating it. The yummy portion sizes are perfect for me for 2 meals. I also like on the meal plans that usually On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I might have a little bit more cooking to do. And then on Thursday, Friday, it's just throwing together because I usually make something today that I reuse, like the sauce, the dressing or something on later days. Please do not mind how my kitchen looks, especially things like the oven, the sink and everything. I have a teenage boy that cooks his own food and I could be cleaning all day. And there's my lunch. I know. Please do not mind my timings. I have a little bit of a different schedule than most people. I had lunch at what, like noonish. I did not have a snack in between because I was full. I just made myself a cup of tea, black tea, with 15 milliliters of oat milk. And now we have the salad, which I most likely will not eat much of, but I do continue trying. Oftentimes my stomach just says no to the raw fruit stuff. The dressing that I used was not from this week's recipe because I had so much dressing left over from last week, but basically my dressings are made the same as you've seen with the other sauces. It's a lot of nuts and then spices in the blender, cooked up or sometimes not cooked up, sometimes with paprika or tomato included. There's no processed oils. All the oil comes from nuts and seeds, and it feels wonderful to eat it. And then we have the sweet potato with the cheese sauce that you saw me making and the bulgur, I think it's called a Coney Island sauce, and then topped with the coconut, some mustard and green onions. And obviously I won't be eating the full thing either. And I will decide after the meal if I will give the rest to my son or pack it up and have a second portion for dinner, which will most likely be around like 11 p.m. or something. We now have 6 p.m. My lunch is at 6 p.m. so don't mind the hours, please. My schedule is off. So you've seen me make a tea. This tea, now I will not be drinking this while I have my food. I have my coffee with breakfast, yes, but usually it's advised not to have a beverage together with your food intake. You don't want your stomach to fill up on drinks. Closing mechanism of the stomach doesn't work the same as before because sometimes, especially with a bypass, it's switched and there's a chance that if you drink too much fluids while eating, that it doesn't stay in your stomach and it just goes through and then you can overeat again. That was one of the harder changes for me. Sometimes I take the drink to cool down what I have in my mouth, or at the end of eating when I'm saturated that I take 1 or 2 sips. Now let's try the potato. I would have never before testing a plant-based diet put this combination together. For one, I love the sauces anyways that are nut-based and everything because it's so much more healthy than the oil stuff. I just feel like I'm getting good nutrition, but also pairing a potato with a grain like bulgur, I would have never done that before. And I don't think it's because it's a vegan diet that it's good. It feels good because I'm varying the ingredients much more than I would on a carnivore diet. The only thing that could make it better, bacony coconut flakes. Let's see how much I will end up eating. So I actually ended up finishing the salad. I still have my breakfast smoothie. I just made another cup of tea to get cozy. Splash of milk. It's 10 p.m. It is roughly 4 hours after having my dinner, and so I will be finishing the smoothie bowl. Well, let's see if I will finish it. So I have that as a snack because I know that sitting down with a book, I then like to snack. Sometimes I also have some tangerines or something. After the manga, I will be recording something for some friends, which might take half an hour, and then I will do my workout. Well, I do still have dinner, which I might eat after the workout if I feel like it. It is close to midnight and I still have not done my workout because I was filming my manga Monday and I was filming some discussion points around the weight loss journey, and I'm starting to feel a little bit shaky and I haven't had any dinner, so I'm thinking that I might need some nutrition. Thinking about, do I just want to drink a replacement shake because that would kickstart my nutrition and potentially take care of it if it is a nutrition deficiency. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how I'm handling this. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just trying to figure it out. I think let's make a toast and hope that it works. So first of all, I am making a tea and I'm going to drink an herbal tea or a green tea. I had 2 black teas today, so maybe a coffee and 2 black teas is also what's causing the feeling a little off. After drinking the next cup of tea, I'm almost done with 2 liters, which is amazing. I don't always get to that goal, but if I'm drinking tea, I usually can. So this is most likely my last meal of the day. I'm probably not going to eat it all in one go, probably one half. And after eating this, I will probably be up for another 3-ish hours. So I will have eaten 3 hours before bed. So even if my dinner is past midnight, I will still have 3 hours before I go to bed. So after eating this, I don't think I will want another snack. Potentially I should eat something sweet, like one piece of chocolate, just for like my head and to continue to tell myself that it's okay to eat chocolate. Let's close this for now. Let's go for the Jasmine Phoenix Eye Dragon Pearls. I needed some quick food because I feel off, so I'm just going to make some avocado and sauerkraut. I like this so much. When I eat it, it really helps my digestive system. I'm probably going to finish half and then have half as a snack in the afternoon. In 1.5 hours, we have our tea meeting. So let's see if I can cook until then, because then I can have dinner during the tea meeting. One of the best things after the surgery is that I am able to enjoy food again. Maybe I should wait to work out for like half an hour. Let's work for half an hour, do some emails, cook. So yeah, that's what the whole meal looks like. It's a huge ass burger, and I made the kale with the palm cabbage that I found and with normal kale. And let's see how I like the normal kale, if it's any. It's okay. It's kale. The cheese makes it good. I think I'll chew that forever. Without drinking, this is a tough one. Too much bun. I think I need a smaller bun for this. This might be one of these foods where I can only eat 2-3 bites and then I'm done. This is heavy, potentially because of the bread. I don't know. Let's see. I'm done. And that's it. I'll try eating in a couple of minutes again to see if I can have another bite. Tasty. I wish somebody else would enjoy this with me. I love the creations that I get in the end, but when I only eat like 2 bites, it's not worth it, is it? Eat the patty and sauces. Since I ate this, I am having a nauseated feeling. Overall, I love that I can enjoy food again, but right now I just feel sick. Eating this now is a few hours ago. I'm just making myself another cup of tea. I'm going to try and make some food, something that never usually fails, one of my favorite types of food. I'm going to make some ramen, and only if I cannot eat this, I will go for a meal replacement shake and hope that this picks me up. So obviously this is a mighty portion again, which probably is 2, 3, 4 portions depending on how I feel. I find it incredibly hard to make a smaller portion due to the ramen being a packaged thing. So I'd rather make this big portion and spread it out and eat this 2-3 times. So I'll have something tomorrow, then have less ingredients. I like the variety. I like that I can just use up all my leftover veggies. So usually when I cook, I have this big bowl of veggies. So when I use, I don't know, 20 grams of onion, I put the rest in there. And then throughout the week with dishes like this, I just use up everything that's left. I was considering putting some collagen powder in there as well, but I just went for the egg. Now let's try and see if this makes me feel a little bit better. I feel a little bit shaky, a little bit nauseous, a little bit weak. So I ended up eating quite a bit, like a third of the ramen. I feel absolutely full and satisfied, even potentially a little bit too full. Morning. I already made today's soup, so we're prepped. Now what do we want for breakfast? I already had my coffee. I am a little bit in the mood for a smoothie bowl again. Take 1 frozen banana. So today I want the Aquamarines Kenko, which is a 6 pineapple, a 1/4 peach, a 1/3 zucchini, 1/2 a parsnip, 1 date, slice of lime, 0.3 grams of blue spirulina, and a pinch of fennel seeds. I bought these due to an Instagram ad, and I have to say I didn't like much. I think they seem to be good quality-wise with a lot of vitamins and shit, but I just did not like the taste. I should have put a scoop of collagen powder into the soup. So assuming that I will finish this as an afternoon snack. I haven't finished everything that's on the list, and I don't think that I will. Oh, by the way, really interesting, my smoothie bowl was this like aquamarine bluish green, when I made it, and now it's brown. It's probably the banana doing it, but I don't know. The spirulina usually makes it this like bluish green color. If you know why it's turned brown now, please let me know. I would love to know. Oh, before I forget this, I've been using the Kenko thingies and I love them. And they actually have a refer a friend kind of thing where I can give you a code with 10% off your 10 euros. I don't know how this translates to international. Other countries, if it's $10 as well, off your first box, and I get some points that get taken off my next box. So if you are considering testing them, check in the description box. I'm going to put the referral link down below. I made a mistake. I had a neighbor come over and drop off a homemade donut, and I ate half of the donut. And now I feel sick. I had enough dinner. I had enough everything. I decided to get rid of the kale salad. I finished the ramen and I finished the smoothie bowl. It is now 9 p.m. Just wanted to show you. This is what I ate. Super yummy, super amazing. Wanted to work out, but my legs are getting shaky. I feel like I want to lie down. I'm wondering if I would stay awake if I keep sitting up or if I am going to puke. I'm probably going to fall asleep and sleep for half an hour. Good morning. I look like a mess. The coffee has started to brew. Putting a spoon of collagen powder in it. I feel a little bit off today. Potentially that is still because of yesterday. I ended up only drinking a little over a liter yesterday, and after I started feeling better after having the donut, started getting really an immense appetite. I don't know if you have ever had that where you wake up and you feel like, oh my god, I need to eat something. I think it might be the result of crashing after the sugar and my body is saying, ooh, now the insulin level is getting really low, so I need the new sugar fix. I actually ended up finishing the donut last night. I don't feel hungry since the surgery, but I feel this weird feeling of fullness where I just do not want to eat more, and that's what I'm feeling this morning. So let's see if it probably go for a little walk, and potentially I'll have breakfast when I come back.
1 hour later.
I'm back from my walk, and before I jump into the shower, I'm just getting some breakfast going. I feel like a hearty breakfast today, so I'm steaming some veg, like frozen veg. I love to have an array of veggies in my freezer. I was contemplating broccoli because you can never go wrong with broccoli. I love broccoli, but then I saw this like a cabbage version, but I really like it. It's something in between cabbage and kale. I'm heating up some grains. I have this mix of grains that I cook. Actually, I was really in the mood for rice, but the riceberry that I have needs to soak for 30 minutes, and I didn't want to wait for 30 minutes, so I heated up what I already have. And then I'm currently soaking the riceberry so that I can cook it. It's like this reddish brown rice, and I love it. So let's put in the grains, and then 1 teaspoon of soy sauce and 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. Put the veggie on top, and then I'm poaching an egg that goes on top, and then some hot sauce, and that's it. So this is something that I would never have eaten growing up because it's not a breakfast thing. Honestly, if you can eat bacon, beans, mushrooms, sausages for breakfast, why not cabbage and rice? It just hits this like hearty meal spot that I sometimes need. It's the soy sauce and the sesame oil that just make everything taste good. And one thing that I've done for the past couple of months that made a huge difference for me is try and make the presentation look nice just by adding some parsley. I also think that hot sauce immediately makes it look fancy in a way. I'm most likely going to eat 1/4 to 1/2 of a portion. Fun fact, I didn't eat a lot of hot food before the surgery. I had a very sensitive stomach, issues with digestion. I enjoyed spicy food, but not hot. I did not eat hot sauce at all before. And I thought that after the surgery, because my stomach is going to be smaller, less fluids in my stomach working, that I wouldn't be able to eat any sort of spiciness. But for some reason I can, and I'm enjoying it. I might also enjoy this because I love kimchi. I love in this kind of dish when the egg yolk is running and creating a sauce. Why is not everybody eating this? And this is left. Again, I'm probably going to have this for potentially dinner. So I have a different meal in between and it doesn't get boring. That was yummy and that felt good. So I'm having a day where I'm feeling a little bit off, to be honest. I'm not entirely sure what the reason is. It could potentially be that I didn't sleep enough. Making myself my second cup of tea. I'm doing the Pure Wellness Ginger and Aronia. It smells really good. It has fennel seeds in it. Fennel seeds just smell so strongly. It looks beautiful. I love the look of beautiful, pure, loose leaf tea. This is 22% ginger pieces, fennel, aniseed, aronia berries, some root, sage, lemongrass, peppermint, roses. Beautiful. My son cooks, and he cooks well for his 16 years of age. I'm really proud of him being able to, he plans his meals, he goes shopping, everything. And he actually told me, he asked me yesterday if I can give him cash for his weekly budget so he can walk to the store, so he gets some exercise. I mean, perfect world, but then clean. My kitchen looked like crap all the time. I think I'm going to make the meal from the meal plan first because I can always make a kimchi jjigae for my dinner and then eat the rest. Either give the rest of the grains and stuff to my son so he can skip preparing one meal, or heck, I can even freeze it and put in the microwave on a day where I don't feel like prep. Let's get going and make easy artichoke quesadillas and zesty olive salad without olives because I hate olives. So let's make a salad and the cheesy quesadilla. Because I have prepped almost everything, like the sauces and a lot of the ingredients, I'm probably going to just rely on the sour cream that I made and the dressing that I made. And it's beautiful how, let's see how quickly I can toss this together now on day 4, where most of the ingredients are pretty much prepped. So I already mentioned I'm having an off day. I tried having dinner again, the rest from my breakfast bowl. And usually I actually do enjoy this a lot, but today I couldn't take it. I actually still feel like there's a big pound of dough or bread in my stomach. I don't know if you can see this, but like honestly, something's like, I look pregnant right now. That's not normal. My stomach feels hard and bloated, and I feel gross and exhausted at the same time. Just after eating a couple of bites of the dinner. It wasn't supposed to be today. It was not supposed to be. So right after the surgery, a feeling like this, I would vomit this out so quickly. And now my body is trying to keep it in and is trying to handle it. It still feels wrong and off, and I don't know what it is. So usually people after the surgery have like one type of food that they don't digest anymore properly, and that causes this dumping out of stuff or this feeling really bad. But with me, as I mentioned, I'm lucky that I don't have this one type of food, but on the other hand, I don't know what's causing it today. I wanted to show you a great week, that I'm feeling amazing, that I'm so happy about doing this and how active I am. And now I haven't done shit because I've been feeling really bad this week. I guess that's just the reality of it, that you're gonna have bad week. Good morning. First of all, let's get some coffee going. Let's talk about what we're doing for breakfast today. So what we're doing today is a kimchi pancake, because after yesterday I feel like I need some comfort food, and a kimchi pancake to me is one of the biggest comfort foods I can have, and I love it for breakfast, and I actually love it with cheese. Oh, that's the best thing. It's total comfort food, and I need that today. Let's make kimchi jjigae. I just love kimchi. Kimchi feels so good, so yummy. It just feels like my digestive system loves kimchi. It's not as beautiful today as I like it to be because it broke and I looked like a klutz, but that is probably because I, for the first time, filmed making it. I love the big chunks of onion and kimchi. Let's see if I even eat half of this beast. So throughout the day, I had the rest of the kimchi jjigae. I now have eaten the whole freaking thing. Because it's already late, my kitchen is clean. We're ordering food tonight. ordering food, having all the yummy forbidden stuff is possible now. It's not forbidden. It's about limiting the intake. I'm also having some fries with it, and fries is the only thing that could become critical. So I'll probably just try very, very few, and that's it. And then I'll have my 5th meal from the meal plan tomorrow, and let's see. I do want to work out later, so I probably do that before eating. But first I need to finish up 2 more things at work, and I hope that by 9 p.m. I'm done with work, and then eat, and then finally read. I'm in such a reading mood. I need to read. I didn't want to have another meal after the workout because I had the kimchi john, and then I had a small portion of fries, which I ate with mayonnaise, which is my all-time favorite junk food. And this is like my guilty pleasure that you can always get me with. If you put that in front of me, it's gonna be really hard for me not to eat it. So I ate it earlier, and they were so good. And I think you know that you are in a good place when you eat 3-4 French fries and you enjoy each bite so much that you do not need to eat a big portion to find so much enjoyment in this. I ate a normal portion, and then my stomach started acting up. My body flushed it out, but it wasn't painful or anything. But I still didn't finish it. There's still tons left, like tons. I do not feel the urge at all whatsoever to finish that bit. Good morning. Now that the coffee is finally running, after me putting the coffee into the water compartment of the coffee machine, I am now gonna make the pancakes. And no, this video is not sponsored by Shake Republic. Hashtag wish it was. This is vanilla and raspberry pancakes. You just add water to this. So I'll show you how easy this is. We have our shaker, like protein shaker bottle. Oh, let's put the water in first. Let's throw them into the pan and think about if we want to decorate them with anything or if we want to eat them like this. Lunch today. Today is the last day that I'm doing a meal from the Clean Food Dirty Girl meal plan, and today is the day when we just throw all the rests together in a bowl. And today is build your own cheesy pepper jack macaroni bowl. First things first, we're gonna cook some macaroni pasta, and I'm wondering if I should cook them in the microwave. I know it sounds potentially a little bit weird to cook the pasta in the microwave, but it feels like it's using less energy compared to such a small portion on the stovetop. Now we're making some kale. As per recipe, the kale is supposed to go into the cooking water, so I could either add it to the microwave, but I think I'm just gonna fry it. And then we're just gonna add some stuff, some of our sauces that we made, and just add it together. So this is how much I have left. Actually, most of it, especially the pasta. For some reason, it's just feeling a little bit heavy in my stomach right now. I had the pak choi left over, so I really wanted to make it. The whole thing is super tasty, but it just doesn't feel right now. So potentially I will be eating a little bit of that later. But yeah, it's sitting here for a couple of hours now. I am feeling a little bit peckish, but I don't want the heavy feeling of the bulgur or pasta. Maybe like some pak choi, but honestly, it doesn't taste good cold. No. So I did make myself a little snack. What's on my plate right now is 1 avocado and a small orange. I think I first seen this combination on one of the Clean Food Dirty Girl recipes. And honestly, this is such a good combination. I would have never expected it, but it's so good. If you like avocado, if you like oranges, you don't even have to love either of them. Just if you think either is okay, try together. Because honestly, I like oranges okay. I don't eat oranges really, but I buy oranges just to make this now. And this way I'm loading up on some healthy fats today. Good morning, it is Sunday and I am having a hard time waking up today. So I'm making some yummy comfort breakfast. I'm making porridge, and I do love my muesli brand for porridge. There's a few other brands that I love too. I have like this full drawer full of porridge. Sometimes I enjoy Quaker, but this is like the unhealthy, I want a quick kind of thing Then sometimes the unhealthy kind of I love it quick way is roof as well. This is not my favorite, but they have like vanilla, raspberry and blueberry yogurt and they're so good, but they're more like a dessert. And then I have recently, thanks to book boxes that have been sent to me, discovered these. They are so good and they feel a little bit more healthy. I don't know if it's necessarily true. Yeah, they have a little bit less sugar than this one, but for some reason they don't taste overly like unnecessarily sweet. And then one of my favorite brands is Three Bears. They have amazing porridge and this is even less sugar. I think this might be the least sugar of a brand that I like. But yeah, my porridge has some sugar in it because I like fruit or just something in it. And then this one is what I'm having today. It's a blueberry cheesecake, which is one of my favorite flavors. They have some flavors that I don't like necessarily, but this one is so good. And actually this one has even less sugar than this one's. Now let's make that. Let's put some normal like whey protein into the porridge. I'm using this one, putting another scoop into my coffee, and then we should be good to go and maybe finally wake up a little. Let's go. I have eaten not even half of it, but this is really tasty and I'm most likely going to finish the rest as an afternoon snack. Done with my breakfast. Now I'm going to have my coffee. So let's make some dinner. I am in the mood for some tteokbokki, but I do not want too spicy. So I do have this like ready sauce here, but I think it might be too spicy today. Let's try and make a more creamy version. That sounds good. Let's do that.
It was years ago, but how can I forget? We were 16 up all night. Love and heartbreak was our life. We got drunk and smoked your dad's cigarettes. Dreamt of a life in a...
So I have finished the second half of the porridge. My son doesn't like the tteokbokkis. I'm gonna heat that up as a dinner. And that is that for today. If you end up still having any questions, please hit me in the comments below. I'm happy to answer any question you might have. I'm happy to do any follow-up that's needed. Let me know what you think. If you liked, give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Let me know if there's anything else that you would like to see. If not, then that's probably going to be the last time I talk about. Except if you want to see more, then I'll make more. Anyways, I really appreciate that you've been with me for this whole time, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the day. I hope to see you again on my channel real soon. Until then, bye! They would just assume that I know shit. It's like asking an alcoholic to stop drinking. Stop. I'm gonna stop this right here.
Just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know